Here's Richie Byrne. This is probably the longest spell Dunfermline have been in possession of the ball in the match. Good work from Byrne, and then undid the good work, but Gary Dempsey turned it into a good pass. Gary Mason cuts it back. Darren Young missed his shot at the edge of the box. Barry Nicholson's shot blocked by Petrov. There's Derek Young. Darren Young deflected, and so close to the cup final opener.
Yeah, this is more like it, isn't it? Great pressure from Dunfermline. It was a good strike.
An incredible spell of pressure that. Dunfermline's first corner. In from Dempsey. And it's gone in. Dunfermline have the lead. It's Andreas Skerla, a looping header, which didn't look to be too menacing, but it found its way in. And 6 minutes from half-time, Dunfermline have the lead.
Yeah, good corner in, Rob. It seemed nothing the keeper had to do with it, and he was under pressure, no, from the Dunfermline player. I think it was Derek Young on the line there. He is under pressure from Derek Young, but the goal stands.
Well, you would have thought David Marshall had that covered. Derek Young jumping alongside him, but the goalkeeper wasn't decisive. The ball looped over him and in, and the two Jimmies can barely believe it. And that hands Dunfermline a little bonus of a corner kick they weren't expecting. Gary Dempsey plays it in. There were a lot of white shirts jumping for the ball. Celtic get it away. Henrik Larsson's on his own, but he's through. As Labonte stumbles, Larsson squares the game. His final competitive match in a Celtic shirt, and that is his 241st career goal. It's 1-1 at Hampden.
Well, this is quite incredible. This comes from a corner from Dunfermline. It's a straight ball at the park. Great weighted pass from Chris Sutton. Just great power and his strength. And do you expect anything else from him? And what a fantastic finish with his right foot.
Tremendous finish this. Look at Larsson opening up his body and opening up that far corner. Curled inside the post. And he was always going to be the man most likely to get this game squared off at 1-1. Ross Wallace enjoyed it alongside Martin O'Neill. You better not outjump the boss. Stiliyan Petrov, elusive. Gets his pass away to Lennon. Sutton. Now Thompson. Larsson, the receiver, turning away from Labonte. He's done it again. Absolutely incredible. Larsson's leaving party may now be complete. 2 for him. It's 2-1 Celtic.
Great ball in here, great upper body strength. Goals his player, his marker there. That was his left foot this time. It shows you the class of the man.
Is that an inexperienced defender committing himself too early, Derek?
Yeah, I think he was too close to him. I think at times you have to be touch tight on the mark, on the forward there, and he just rolled him too easy. He's an unexperienced defender, and learn from that.
I think Martin really enjoyed that, you know. Byrne clears. Lennon has it again. Brewster had it for a moment, and then lost it. They're looking pretty bedraggled at the moment, Dunfermline. Agat's cross. Came off the head of Lee Bullen, didn't know much about it. Wallace squares it. Stiliyan Petrov for 3-1. That's the goal, which ensures the Scottish Cup is going to be in Celtic hands. 6.5 minutes from full time. Petrov scores his 10th goal of the season. All the composure you would want in this sort of situation.
Yeah, good delivery from Agat to the back second. A wee bit unfortunately, Bullen hits off the back of his head. Thinks he's going to drop over. But you've got to applaud the skill here from Great touch. That's a great goal from Petrov. Great composure in the box. So again, every young boy watching, that's just a fantastic finish. Great composure on the bottom corner.
I just think from the Dunfermline point of view there, the challenges weren't happening for them. It was all too easy for Petrov. It was good skill, but maybe earlier in the game you wouldn't have expected Dunfermline to have been brushed aside quite so easily.
I think they've been worn down eventually by Celtic, with Celtic's pressure.
Full time at Hampden, and Henrik Larsson marks his Celtic competitive farewell with a virtuoso performance. We shouldn't really be surprised. He's been doing it for 7 years, scoring goals, and today in the Tennant Scottish Cup final he's made it 242 career goals. What a way to end your career in Glasgow. 2 for Larson, 1 for Petrov. 3-1 Celtic against Dunfermline, after the Powers had the audacity to take the lead. They were 1-0 up at half-time, courtesy of Andreas Skerla's goal. But back came Celtic. It was Larson who reawakened their hopes of landing this trophy. And it was Larson who turned 1-0 behind into 2-1 ahead. And Martin O'Neill will get his hands on a 6th trophy in 4 glittering years as Celtic manager. And we mention all the time the goals tally of Larson, 242 Celtic goals. But he does so much more. He's a great team player. And these Dunfermline players are well aware that they've been beaten this afternoon by a very strong team. Here's the winning manager.
Martin, congratulations. It was a real fight back in the second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were terrific. You know, I thought we had played very well in the first half without, I was almost going to say not a cutting edge, but we were in control of the game. Suddenly Dunfermline get a goal, and it's going to make it very difficult. I said they put up really stubborn resistance. They could be really proud of their efforts, but I thought on the day we deserved to win.
What else can we say about Henrik Larsson?
Well, he got the equalising goal for us, which was always going to be important. I mean, it doesn't matter for all the play that you might have, for all the possession, for all the passing, you still have to be able to score a goal. And we did that there through Henrik, a magnificent goal. So both goals were magnificent, but to get the first goal was so important for us.
Yeah, of all your victories, this is an emotional one. We talked, you wanted to get rid of that before the cup final, understand that. Now out in that park, an emotional moment for Henrik and the guys.
Of course, I mean, he's had a couple of emotional moments, and it'll probably continue again on Tuesday night. But Tuesday night peels into insignificance at the moment for us because we've won the cup.
And the player Stiliyan Petrov outstanding for you?
I couldn't agree more. I thought he was absolutely magnificent for us.
I know you want to get these celebrations, Martin. Thanks a lot.
There are some tired legs there, but they push themselves to the limit and beyond. The First Minister, Jack McConnell, will hand over the old trophy. It's a league and cup double for Celtic. The Tennant Scottish Cup is theirs. It's the 32nd time that Celtic have been Scottish Cup winners, and that takes them above Rangers now in the all-time honours list. 3 championships, 2 Scottish Cups, 1 League Cup, 6 trophies in 4 glorious years for Celtic manager Martin O'Neill. They won the league by 17 points from Rangers. They've now added the Tennant Scottish Cup as well. They're the best in Scotland by a distance.